energy on down. If my heart feels airy, uplifted, and joyful and positive, it's immediate yes. If the energy of my heart doesn't change, or I feel a heaviness, or I feel confused, I know that that's not correct, or I need to dig a little bit deeper. The more you practice this, the faster it is. And that's how I'm able to receive information very quickly. So I see blue, I put it in my heart, I go, oh, okay, it's blue, right? And then I just continue that process for the rest of the reading. Thank you so much. I hope that helped. My name is ranqueenofcups. Watch out for scammers. I'll never DM you. Only do private readings on my Ko-fi. And I love you. Bye-bye. Hello, my name is Ron, and I can see auras. Yeah, so I don't see it with my physical eyes, but I can visualize it in my mind. You know, my mind's eye. Once I have someone's consent, the colors, the texture, and the size.
Little disclaimer, though, I'm pretty sure I told you everything I needed to
I know it's
beforehand.
So weird. I'm sorry, you don't have
Obviously, you don't have to believe everything.
Especially streamers. I see the energy where it goes outward. I usually pick up on the energies around people.
Okay,
the guys are very common to come
The future isn't set in stone.
You know,
I do have a pretty good success rate, which is
this
pretty
energy
cool.
here.
I did run a survey that I do pretty regularly.
Every time I see purple, I always
about an
think it's
80%
like a deity or
success,
something.
which I
Most
think
people
is pretty
have
cool.
around 2 to 3. The most I've seen is I think
and I look like really far ahead, like a year.
Interesting, and it's really so much fun. You also have this. I haven't seen this one.
Thank you, thank you.
Because not everybody has it. But it's a sign that we're on a very important path
can people
in
hear
our
me?
life, in our journey.
Oh, it's me.
Yeah, I can't wait to do more for people. They're really fun. Thank you so much for watching.
Everybody, sorry
My
about
name
that.
is ranqueenofcups. Watch out for scammers. I'll never DM you. I only do readings on my Ko-fi, and I love you. Bye-bye. Before inviting somebody to collab with you, it's a good practice to have in mind what you're inviting them to. Hey Ray, would you like to come to my stream on February 13th at 7 p.m. CST for a Valentine's Day tarot reading? I'd love to pull to see who your soulmate is. Let me know if that works for you. The date and time is set. The intention for the stream is clear, and wiggle room is implied. Remember, you should never expect somebody to stream at the same time as you. That'll come in time. Thank you. I hope that helps. My name is ranqueenofcups. Remember that you're never alone and you are loved. Bye-bye. There are 5 different hand types based on the elements: earth, air, fire, water, and a mixed hand. Earth hands are square palms, short fingers, and thick or coarse skin. And they're very practical, grounded, reliable, and hardworking people. Air hands are square or rectangular palms, long fingers, and very prominent knuckles. And they tend to be very intellectual, curious, communicative, and strategic in nature. Fire hands are square or rectangular in the palm, short fingers, and often pinkish or warm-colored skin. They are very energetic, enthusiastic, passionate, and impulsive. Water hands have long palms, long fingers, and often soft or delicate skin. They're very emotional, intuitive, artistic, and empathetic. A mixed hand has a combination of these features, meaning you're very balanced. You embody a lot of these aspects of yourself. You're multifaceted. Send me a picture in the comments, and I'll let you know what kind of hand I think you have. Thank you very much. My name is ranqueenofcups, and I love you. Bye-bye. Did you know that each zodiac sign has a tarot card? Aries, you have the Emperor, which means leadership and authority. Taurus, you have the Hierophant, which means tradition and stability. Gemini, you have the Lovers, which means choices and duality. Cancer, you have the Chariot, which means emotional intelligence. Leo, you have the Strength card. That means courage and compassion. Virgo, you have the Hermit card. That means introspection and wisdom. Libra, you have Justice. This means balance and fairness. Scorpio, you have the Death card. Transformation and rebirth. Sagittarius, you have the Temperance card. Wisdom and patience. Capricorn, you have the Devil card. Ambition and attachment. Aquarius, you have the Star. Hope and inspiration. Pisces, you have the Moon, intuition, and the psychic realm. What zodiac sign are you? Let me know in the comments.
Hi! Hi, everybody.
Hello. Hi, friends. Thank you for coming. Oh my goodness. Oh, hi, Cultizone. Hello.
It's husband. That guy.
It's
Ban
that
him.
guy.
Get rid of him.
I've heard of him. Everybody. Mops? No, I'm just kidding. Oh, today we're going to be doing Vex's reading. We're going to look into maybe some past life stuff. Honestly, I just wanted to feel around for it. We talked about it beforehand, and I invited them for a little birthday reading. I thought we could look for the year ahead. I think that'll be fun. And
absolutely. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Tell me about how all these amazing things for VA are coming. Please. Please just tell me.
Yeah, we'll see. And for those of you that don't know what I do, which thank you so much for sending your what do you call your fans?
The snacrifices.
The snacrifices? Are you guys ready to snake and bake? Thank you guys.
Sacrifices, be nice.
Yeah,
be kind.
Be nice.
Be open-minded. If I find out that you're mean, that's it. You don't get stepped on.
Oh no. Don't be mean to me, I'll die.
be nice or else you'll earn my wrath and you don't want it.
Or maybe they want that.
Maybe they do want it.
Okay, one insult, that's fine. Just for the love of the game, here, I'm giving you guys something.
I'm getting mixed messages.
No, I'm just kidding. Thank you for coming on. It's really a pleasure. Yes, and I'm very thankful. You know, when I invited you, I was like, oh, they're so cool. I really hope they say yes, and let's go manifesting. Yeah.
Well, absolutely. I was very kind of you to ask me because, like I said, I'm very curious about this stuff. But, like, I don't, you know, I'm also, like, very, like, how do I even know this is, like, real? Or how do I know that someone's not pulling my leg? You know what I mean?
Yes. I can tell you a few stories, but...
No, absolutely. That's why I said I'm very open to this, and I'm very curious because Tricky said she had an amazing time with you, and I love Tricky, and I trust her judgment. So I was like, you know what? All right, let's roll. I'm ready for this.
Oh, great! Yeah, Tricky's so sweet. I mentioned her earlier too. Yeah, she's such a sweet person. So I'm really glad. Like, I really do hope I can live up to the praise. So yeah, I want to say to everybody who came, you don't have to believe in psychics. Okay, it can just be a good time. Please just enjoy yourself. Well, I like to think I'm pretty good at it. You know, you can think I'm crazy. That's not the point. My point has always been to be, you know, healing, show people that there is more than meets the eye. We have so many senses, and they're very limited. And I like to open people's mind. I like to think about it this way, right? Like a cat can see so many different colors and frames and sense so many different things, especially their noses. Even dogs can smell more. So, of course, our senses are limited. But yeah, that's really my only disclaimer. I think it's a fun time, and I'm excited.
I'm excited too, guys. I've been looking forward to this since I came back from Italy. Like, I'm ready. I'm so ready.
Yes. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and get out to my little reading room. I did give you a little aura reading beforehand. That's what I do. Yeah, and since it's your birthday, I animated it for you. I always give my guests an aura reading, but I thought it could give you a cute little chibi. There it is, everybody.
Adorable. I love it so much. Guys, look, it's me with my aura.
I know, and I'll explain it. So, everybody has a different light that they exude, and it's dependent on how you feel, if you're rested, if you're healthy, all of that different stuff. And so it does change. I have noticed, depending on the time period they're in, especially energetically. So let's say they're going through, I don't know, a mourning period, or they're going through a really happy period. There'll be sort of this base aura, and yours is very blue and like cyan green, which is very lovely. These are people.
Aww.
Yes. I love people who have the deep blue, wise, honest. Also, blue is related to the throat chakra. So yes, I'm going to talk about chakras.
The throat chakra, you say? Write that down, guys.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, that's true. What about maybe it's voice acting? Maybe that's
it is
the dummy mommy voice, right?
Absolutely. So I've noticed blues in particular have beautiful, gorgeous very powerful and impactful voices, and so I wasn't surprised to see blue. I'm always, whenever I do invite people who have a online presence, I get a little worried that bias will come in. So I did my best to do it here first. I try to exit all the information I saw beforehand. So I was just really happy. I was really happy to see blue. I'll talk about what I wrote down. Yeah, this was obviously my favorite color. We'll get into the particulars, but I don't know if this means anything to you. It's okay if it doesn't. The very first thing that I smelled, I sat down, I put your little paper down, I was like, okay, this is Vex. And I smelled freshly cut grass. I don't know if that's a very nostalgic thing for you, if there's somewhere you, oh my goodness. Oh, thank you for the raid, guys. Thank you.
Aw.
Yeah, freshly cut grass. I don't know if that reminds you of someone or a good time, but it came in. And so
I just always like the smell of grass. Like, I
Really?
just love that smell. Yeah, it's
also
just that-
snake related, isn't it?
a little bit, yeah, I think so. But like, I don't know. Grass is like freshly cut grass. When you hear the lawnmower going in the summer, it's just, I don't know. It's just a nice smell. That's like, dang, it's nice outside today. That's what I kind of.
Too.
Yeah, I like that smell.
Oh, good. Well, I came in. I was associating it with this energy right here. Obviously, these are, I quote, spirit guides. They can be passed on loved ones. By the way, you don't have to believe me once again. You can think I'm crazy and insane. But I personally believe that we are surrounded by our ancestors, by spirits that, you know, want to help us. And yeah, it felt like that's really, you know, what's up?
You know what? Whenever I would go visit my aunt, who's unfortunately passed away, she would always be cutting the grass.
Yes, I was going to say, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Okay, cool.
Yeah. That's what I remember most. I'd go see her all the time, and she'd be outside cutting the grass. That's whenever I found her.
Oh, I love that. Okay, cool. Well, she was definitely here. I was gonna say there was a woman, and it didn't feel quite like a grandmother. It felt more like a motherly energy. So I'm glad that we kind of landed on aunt. So she came up. I'm very excited. Other than that, I want to talk more about the colors. So base color blue. I was told, especially by your aunt, I always call in spirits when we do these readings. It helps me. That whenever you're channeling, I think you're very authentic. I think you're very honest and straightforward. That's why people love you. But whenever we're performing,
Very blunt, yeah.
Yeah, very blunt. Yeah, it's great. Me too, dude. It gives me trouble sometimes.
Right?
Oops, tee. Which, by the way, interrupt me anytime you want to. I know I talk a lot.
Go ahead. I'm curious. I'm really, really just interested in what you got to say. And I apologize if I cut you off, too.
No, please do. Please do. I'm sure we all want to hear. Your voice is so beautiful. Please do it.
Thank you.
So, notice how it's kind of like a little crown here? They mentioned that it was like a crown, so it's like donning on a different hat. Very good at channeling energy. So this is like, oh, I see this character immediately. I know how to put myself in that, you know, frequency, into that modality. Obviously, voice actress, of course.
Yeah.
I've never seen it in an aura before, so I thought it was really, really fantastic. Like I said, I think you're very honest. I think Vex is you, like at your core. But there's still something that we're channeling there, and I picked it up in your aura, and I thought it was really nice. It's almost like she's this very it's you, but an exuberant you, and it's nice.
Me dialed up, right?
You dialed exactly. And so that orange is very common for people who are content creators. But I've noticed that usually it's sort of surrounding the energy. You don't necessarily see just the blue sort of poking out. And so it's this really good in between where it's authentic, but it's also still like you're putting on a fun time. You're putting on kind of like, hey, look at me show. So it's good. It's perfect. Yeah, okay.
No, that's what I was telling people. I'm like, I'll always tell my community, I'm like, this is how it's going to be. Here I am. Take me as I am. And, you know, take it or leave it kind of deal. You know, I may not be everybody's cup of tea, but that's okay. You know, people here that like me, they're here to watch me.
Well, I'm sure my community really like. I rated it to you yesterday. No, I think it was like, oh yeah, for your debut. And I was like, just so you guys know, she's really hot. And her voice is really good. And everybody's been so excited for you to come on. And so I think you have a very infectious energy. It's hard not to like you. And I think it does come from that authenticity and also just your talent. So it's very vibrant, very, very vibrant. Something unique.
Thank you.
Yeah, something unique that I noticed was a lot of times especially what's around the head area will kind of go down to the rest of the body. We have a lot of energy around our head. That's where our brain is. It's where our throat is, right? It's where we do a lot of our energy. But yours was very, very green, very like a soft cyan. And so this is classically known to be very loving, very healing. This is someone who will do anything for people who they care about. So maybe let's say that cousin that you haven't talked to in a year goes, oh my God, I'm in trouble. Can you please come and do this? You're dropping everything and going, even if you have a bunch planned. And so
that sounds like me.
Really, that's so sweet. That's so sweet.
That does. I will, for me, if somebody like needs me, I will do what I can to bend over backwards to make it happen. The same way like for my kids too.
Yeah, and I saw that, and so it's just a pleasure. Whenever I do these readings, I get into people's energy, and just yours is really nice. So, that's really all I have to say here.
Oh, thank you.
I hope that you like it. Yeah, I'll send you a picture of this one too.
There's 2 other little balls there. What's that?
Yeah, those are other guides. So this one felt like I mentioned someone passed on. These two, they felt more like one was very protective. One was very, who are you? What are you doing? State your business. And I was like, oh,
okay, all right.
I'm just looking, I swear. I'll be nice. Very common for people that are, I would say, care about protecting them, like their energy, having healthy boundaries. They'll have these guides come in to protect them energetically. And so I do think it's someone who wanted to come help you. Maybe you really, obviously we're VTubers, so we care a lot about our personal lives. But like you mentioned before, you're very happy to share about that. But I don't know, I've noticed this a few times in VTubers, but I don't see it too much in people that aren't creators. So just thought I'd mention that. Now the other one.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. The other one is purple, and purples. I'm sorry, purples. Sounds so crazy. Purples are known to be, at least in the spiritual space, quote like. I feel so embarrassed.
Are they a little bit off the wall? Like, are they a little bit like?
They are. Yeah.
Are they what? They're just a little bit.
They're like. Okay, I'm just gonna sound crazy.
Are they like
guys?
Are they like the crazy ants? Like, are they like, oh, there's my crazy ant, blah 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 again?
They are known to be very spiritually ascended. Okay, and so when I say spiritually ascended, that's not to say that they're better, cooler, more interesting than us. It means that they are sort of past the earth. Living, so they're not incarnating, they're not here in a body, they sort of graduated from that, and they felt like they were present. Like, notice how they're not quite, I drew them last, and the reason why is because they felt like they were sort of protecting, more so guiding the family. It's almost like, hey, I'm somebody who's done this earth stuff before, so I'm the teacher for everybody present. So,
okay, that's fair.
Yeah. So
it's like a hierarchy. So it's like they're kind of.
I don't want to say
normal
hierarchy,
spirit guys, but just a higher being, kind of, that's already done their journey, maybe.
Exactly.
Okay.
But that's not to say that we're like lower and that we're stupid or anything. It just means that. Because it's hard to explain, because everything is timeless, but we experience time here on Earth in these little bodies. Our bodies give us the perception of time, which I explain it, if you're an ant, you're alive for what, 4 days, but to them it feels like years and years and years. And so yeah. Anyways, I do like to include them because people get very interested. If I had to say, and I've mentioned this to Tricky too, because I saw one around her as well. It reminds me of people who work with like spirits or deities or like very ancient ancestors, those sort of souls. And so they are very present. I don't know. We can look into it later if you're interested.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I want to look into everything that we can look into. Open up every door and cupboard and whatever.
Okay, cool. All right, let's get weird with it.
All right, yeah, that's what I'm here for. I'm here for the weird.
Perfect. Thank you for being open-minded.
No, absolutely. This is fun.
Oh, good. Okay, so I like to personally use automatic writing when it comes to connecting to spirits. I find it to be the most particular. Now, I want to mention, because I know a lot of people who watch me are, and I'm not selling anything, I swear. I swear. I'm not selling anything at all right now. If you guys are interested in learning divination, I have all kinds of divination tools. I want you guys to know that everybody's psychic, including Vex. And so if you wanna touch that part of you, I've got all kinds of free learning material. Yeah. And so I'm not gatekeeping this. Oh, good. Yeah, so I want to say that while I do mostly tarot, I find it to be limiting personally. There's only so much you can gather, and so I prefer to do automatic writing, especially for these, just because I've got more of those whoa, that's crazy moments with them. So we're gonna do that.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah. Let me drink some tea real quick. My throat is
yeah, no problem.
Yeah, Sherry. How are you feeling?
I feel good. Like, I don't know, like, okay, I'll be honest with you. Before I came to like set up and everything, I couldn't stop giggling and laughing. And my husband's like, "Are you like okay?" And I'm like, "I'm just so happy. Like, I'm so excited."
Oh.
So I don't know. I just started giggling, and then my son was all like, "Mom's being mom again." And then my husband's like, "Just let her be mom. She's happiest when she's just being mom."
I love that. I'm really glad. Well, I was doing a whole like meditation and everything. Obviously, I did your aura reading before this, and maybe that was sneaking into you. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna write your name on the paper. It's sort of like a ritual. So we're gonna write Vex. And I know it's a little slow.
No, you're fine.
It's part of the process. It gets interesting later, I swear.
You do whatever you need to do. I'm here for it.
Thank you. And it's May 18th, 2026. It's 9:21 p.m. And we're doing psychic reading. Okay. Yes. So I want to walk you through why I do certain things. I feel that when we are very particular about where we direct the energy, so for example, I write down your name, I say what we're doing a psychic reading, it makes it easier to connect. It's called closing the channel. A lot of people come to me and they say, "Oh my gosh, I tried to do automatic writing and all of a sudden I was seeing some scary stuff." And so, it's true. Some people will, and because I know a lot of people feel inspired to get into psychic work. It's not scary. I swear. It's not scary, I promise. I'm not talking to demons, all right? Okay? Sometimes we talk to ghosts, but, in a good way. And so, you gotta be very particular about who you're reaching out to. So we're going to reach out to specifically your guides. I wouldn't be surprised if your aunt came in, and we'll do that. So I'm going to ring a little bell and say thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much to my guides.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you is very powerful. And we're going to be looking into anything you want to see or say today. Share it with us. Thank you. We're interested in past life stuff too. I really wanted to get into more of like the ancient Egypt and the snake things. I love ancient Egypt. I don't know.
I love it too. Like I've always been really interested in ancient Egypt and I guess indigenous Native American iconography and stuff like that.
Really? Oh my gosh. I have so much to say about that. That's really exciting. I think Egypt is really important in our history as a human. And a lot is being uncovered right now. And I think a lot of people are interested in it and feel called to it. And I do feel a lot of people have had lives there. You know, it's such an ancient civilization. It was, what, 10,000 years of reign? Like, of course. So a few of us are going to have lived there if you believe in reincarnation, which you don't have to. But I
feel like I've had a lot of deja vu moments, like, in my life.
Have you been to Egypt?
No, I haven't. But I've felt like sometimes I'll go through life and I've done this before, or I've dreamt of this exact moment. Like I've dreamt of doing this and now I'm doing it.
So, I see.
So like it happened to me when I was in Italy. Like I had a dream of like us on the beach playing in the sand and rocks, and then we went to Italy and we were playing in the sand and rocks and that almost like the exact same landscape and moment. I was like, I've seen this before.
I see. Yeah. Well, it could be you looking into the future. That happens. That's actually very common, having those dreams come true. But sometimes it is just us reliving something. It's just really interesting. So yeah, I would really be intrigued if we saw something about that. So I thought I'd throw that out there for you, spirits. Okay. All right. Give me just a second.
Yeah.
Thank you for the hype train, friends. Okay.
Spoiler rotten, guys.
I know you guys are so nice. Thank you. Wow. Okay. So the first thing they showed me was like.
It looks like clouds.
It is clouds. They're very dark though. I don't want to say that's a bad thing. It doesn't feel bad.
It's just raining. Maybe it's just raining.
Okay. All right, okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
Okay, so number one, it's all right if you're not, but there is a big draw to water. And
yes,
you have a huge draw to water, just in general.
Yeah, in general. I told Zolan, I said, when I retire, I'm going to live near water.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I was seeing kids collecting rocks on the beach. I was seeing kids like painting rocks, and I was seeing skipping rocks. So much about rocks, but the number one theme was water. And so they were showing me rain, they were showing me rivers, and they were showing me the beach. I was being reminded of this moment I had in my life. It's so instantaneous. They show me so much stuff, so I might have a lot to say. Sorry.
No, you're fine. I want to hear it all.
Okay, good. Number one, I will say your husband came up, which is why I drew the King of Swords. And oh my goodness, he would do anything to make any of your dreams come true. So if you want to live by water, it'll happen. And I was reminded when I was younger, I went to see my grandmother, and she lived by the Sound in Washington. And I was seeing something very similar. Now, this is really far in the future. I know we didn't ask about the future. But it reminded me of being next to a lake. I don't know if you have a big lake next to you or a sound or anything like that, but it had so many rocks, and the sand was different, which is why I feel like it's a lake, not necessarily the beach. It's very pretty, very, very pretty. I will say it's cold.
It's cold.
It's very cold, and but not the whole time. Mostly it's just windy, but I like it. There's wind chimes and there's grass. Now, I was being shown that if you have dreams next to water, if you ever want to tap into this energy, you can, because they won't shut up about it. Please, if you're able to control your dreams like this, ask to see somebody, because this feels like a meeting point for the souls around you. And I do think that there are lots of passed on loved ones there, not just your aunt. I try not to be too particular.
I have 2 grandfathers that have passed away.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. I don't like to pretend I know like everybody's lineage, but I was seeing lots of people gathered around a beach, and so I think water is it symbolizes mysticism, it symbolizes the other side, and I think it's a really powerful tool. You ever wanted to use it in meditation? Other than that, I was really drawn to, and I mentioned this before, I had a feeling they would do this. A lot of times they mention people in our lives. Talking about husband quite a bit. They have a lot of good things to say.
Yeah, he's a great guy. I literally hit the lottery with Zolan, honestly.
Yes.
He supported me a lot through breast cancer. Like, I went through breast cancer, and I survived.
Told me that.
And he was there through it all. So I definitely, believe that.
He's coming up with the King of Swords, and I love the King of Swords. This is somebody who is good at planning. Okay? This is somebody who is very, they're vocal. Sometimes the way that they speak can maybe sound sharp, but they always mean well. They always mean well.
Terse, sometimes.
Oh, no. I think that they're very honest, too. Sometimes the King of Swords struggles to see other people's perspective because they're so very factual. I need evidence. Tell me the whole story.
My God, you're telling. This is him to a T.
Oh,
truly.
Really?
Yes. This is him.
Well, I like it. I think it really balances out your energy. Your energy is very creative and expressive. You're able to move like water. And this is somebody who can keep you grounded, keep you structured, and make sure that you have things in place for you to succeed. And so it genuinely is a power couple. If you're wondering if, first of all, they have family here on the beach too. They're interested in that. It seems like both of you
his grandparents had passed. Both sets of his grandparents have passed away.
Oh, I see. Yeah. I will say, if you're wondering if you've had lots of lives with your husband, I mean, the answer is yes. Of course.
We have matching tattoos right now. That mine says "in every world, in every story," and his says "I'll always find my way to you."
That's so sweet. That's so sweet. Would you like to find a story?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. All right, you heard her, guys. Let's hear it. Yeah, let's hear it. What's the life that we've had together? Please and thank you. Ooh. Oh my. What? Okay.
Did you just see the raunch? What happened?
No. I saw something I wasn't expecting. And so a lot of times when we go, especially like past lives, we'll see something very dramatic. And that's why I said, whoa. And what I saw was, and sorry if it sounds really crazy, it looks like... what's that called? Like the Confederacy War? What is that called?
Oh, okay.
I'm so sorry. Number one, I'll say this. I think you were definitely a woman during this. I think he was a man. And sorry, not that I'm just not really a man.
Civil War?
Yes. Civil War. Thank you. Now, the reason why I was like, holy shit, was there's a lot of yelling. There's a lot of running. And I would like to move past this part because it actually is really sad. I think this is how you died. Anyways.
Oh no.
Sorry, that's really common. That's really, really common. No, that's how he died. Oh no, okay. Tell me why you showed me this life, please. Is there some sort of lesson that we haven't? Oh. Okay. If you feel your partner is really, really rushed to do everything on your list, do everything you ever wanted to, really rush to like make sure that we have everything in place, everything's perfect, it's because, oh my goodness, this person had so many regrets. So many. I didn't get to do this. I didn't get to do that. And I do feel that there's a lot of stress around trying to be perfect. And I mean that in many ways. Perfect for everyone. My parents, my my kids, my wife. And I think that can be almost like it's like they're frozen. Feels like I'm frozen in place at times. So I'll say this: they definitely need to sleep more. Okay. Please sleep more. All right.
Zolan, sleep more. He has bad insomnia.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
Yeah. He has a hard time sleeping, and he's a very light sleeper.
I see. Well, get you some noise canceling headphones, my guy. Okay.
Yeah.
Because sleep is very important. Very, very important. It's funny they'd bring that up. All right. Tell me why you, because obviously we're coming to life that's important for both of you. So why do we have Vex? I just heard your spirit say, well, I always make sure that we see each other every single time. Why wouldn't I? That's why. Is it always romantic, though? That's the question. Can I tell you a funny story? I did a couples reading not too long ago. Oh my goodness. Every time they would reincarnate, they like someone would do some grand betrayal. And that was really hard to deliver.
That's crazy.
I think what I see sort of reoccurring for both of you is that there's this trend where we're cutting it really, really close when it comes to life. And so I'm sure that when you got sick, it's really scary for your partner because last life, oh my goodness, I died too soon. Well, life is so short. I need to make sure that we can. It's like, here's our bucket list. Check. I'm not mad at it, though. Make sure all
dot the T's and cross the I's.
Exactly. I think it's so sweet. I really like it, but the stress. I think that I feel bad because I want to say that I really like your partner. They're so kind. Sorry. I'm not trying to roast you. I swear. I swear. But they're talking about you so much. They just want you to relax, okay? Relax a little bit more. You're doing a really good job. I know you're listening.
I literally told him this. You gotta relax, my dude. Like, I think, like, for us, a lot of the time, like, I'm very, like, shoot from the hip. Like, I'm very, like, I'm just gonna go do this thing. And he's like, wait, hold on. Have you considered XYZ, blah, 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 blah? And I'm like, no, we're just gonna do it. Or, it's not gonna hurt us if we just, make a whatever dinner. You know what I mean? I'm very, like, trying to get him to chill out.
You're the blue. You're going with the flow. You're water.
Yeah.
You're like water, and I think that he could take some of that energy. Pretty please. I don't want to keep coming for your husband, so I'll move on to the next thing. They were just concerned and worried. They only had good things to say, I promise. Very sweet. All right, let's see. What do they have to say about you? Oh, okay. They're bringing up... Sorry, I don't know why. They brought up Christmas.
That's my favorite holiday. That's why I go crazy at Christmas time. It's very much like the kids are like, get out of mom's way. Like, just I'm decorating. I'm putting all the lights up. It is full ham event in my house. Like, I'm putting up stuff at the end of November.
Oh, really? Well, they say that Christmas this year is very special. They're talking about lots of merriment and enjoyment, though I'm sure that you always make sure it's full of merriment and enjoyment. Let's see why they brought up Christmas. I feel bad, I'm a little slow, sorry.
No, you're fine.
Oh, thank you. They said take one for the team. take one for the team. Is there like a family member who
I don't even know.
That's okay. You might be invited to something you don't want to go to or something. There's something like, oh man, do I really?
There might be. Yeah, okay. Well, I can see it's like, well, take one for the team. There's going to be someone there you don't want to talk to.
I see.
Maybe.
Maybe. Huh.
That's funny, though.
That is funny. That is really funny. Oh, I feel like I need to direct this a little bit more. I'm so sorry. Sometimes they throw so much at me and I'm like, what?
You're like, what's happening?
Talking about Christmas. Okay, all right. I think we'll stop with the scribble reading and we can move into the cards since they're being so confusing. All right. Okay, all right. How about we look into the future? Do you have any particular questions? Are you excited about anything?
I'm just kind of excited about, like, I guess, am I on the right path? Like, am I doing the right thing with streaming? Should I lean more towards VA? I don't really know where I should be going. You know what I mean? I'm just kind of doing what feels right, but I don't know if that's right.
I think you should lean more towards VA. I really do. But anyways, we'll ask Tarot. I just saw so much blue, and it's hard for me not to mention what is such a natural talent for you, and your voice is so beautiful. And the very first thing that they brought up was how powerful your voice is, and I'd hate to see you not use it. That superpower of yours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go on.
Let's see what's in the cards for that. How about that? Okay. So, for those of you that have never used tarot, how it works is obviously it's just cardboard.
There it is, guys.
It's just cardboard. But I do personally think that we attract things towards us. You choose when you stop shuffling, you feel if it's the right card, and also you're stating your intention. So if you believe in manifestation, if you believe in the law of attraction, then you believe that tarot works, because that's how we bring those messages towards us. It's very cool to see how things unfold so particularly. It can be scary accurate. It can, but the future isn't set in stone. I can usually feel if it's up in the air. And so I'll let you know. But let's see what's coming in for voice acting.
Let's see.
Okay. Ooh, the Hermit. Ooh, so we're stuck in trying to figure out what's best. The Hermit is like, I'm peering into my soul and into my heart. I want to ask very deep questions, obviously, as what we're doing now. We also have the Judgment card, and dude, this is sharing your voice. This is quite literally using a gift that's been bestowed upon you. And we have in the future the King. Oh my god. Making into money. Here, we'll even put the green on. Here you go. Wait, where's the green? Your challenge is a death card, which is perfect for you. If I had to pick a card for you, by the way, at least for Vexoria, I would pick the death card. Snakes, transformation, and rebirth. By the way, water energy. So this is being able to go with the flow of things, being able to shift, do what you need to do. You're natural at this. This is actually a really easy challenge. It's just, the challenge is what's in the way. The challenge is what's blocking us in this moment. And, you know, just a shift to going all in on something and trusting that you can make it work no matter what, you know? Of course. We got the King of Pentacles. Your advice card is a Six of Cups. If there's something that you have been meaning to do for a very long time when it comes to voice acting, please get your fingers back in that, because oh my goodness. I think it's time to
just do it.
Just do it. So if you have like socials that maybe we need to retouch, or if we have old contacts that we need to get back in touch with as well, this is a perfect time to do so. I will say I am feeling like this King of Pentacles is someone in the future as well. You know, I don't know how voice acting works, but if you have anybody who is in some sort of talent agency, or if they have like a company to help get you work, that is coming in. Or you know, it might even just be a contact of, oh, you know, you work for this thing, you got any openings for me? I think that that is very, very much in your future. In fact, I think it'll be in your inbox in like, I would say like 2 weeks.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm not even joking. Notice how we get the Two of Wands next. It's fucking funny. Okay.
Yeah.
We got the Seven of Wands and the Four of Pentacles. So the Two of Wands is, should I do this or should I do that? And the Seven of Pentacles is about taking your time and taking it slow and easy before you, like I mentioned, go all in on something. I don't, obviously, you love Vex, and I don't know. I'm pretty sure, is it separate from that? I'm not quite sure, but I will say it does require allocating specific time, and maybe that's not time that you have right now. So the Seven of Pentacles says that we gotta wait a season. We gotta wait maybe 4 or 5 months before we're able to genuinely make that shift, because we got plans, and that's okay. I think just opening up the door to it. See, like, hey guys,
hello,
come find me.
Come on, voice acting roles, just come on right in.
I think it'll work for you. I really do. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if someone already had. Actually, I already do. I think somebody was planning to do it anyways. So, yeah, let's look a little bit further. We got the Three of Cups, the Two of Swords, and Temperance. Yeah, the Three of Cups is like celebration and support. The Two of Swords is I need to make a serious decision. And Temperance, and this is about in the future. You know, something that's going to take a lot of time. It's a big commitment. I will say, just talking about it will make more opportunities come in. So, you know, be open. Just say, I'm going to do this. But I feel like if we've already been doing this, I feel like that it's already in the energy. You don't have much to do. You know, I already feel like this is coming forward.
I feel like I'm getting the auditions, but I'm not getting the roles. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like I'm trying, I'm throwing stuff at the wall. It's like, come on. One day someone will say yes to the auditions. One day. And it's like, sometimes I'm just like, man, that's a role I really wanted. Damn, I didn't get it. But that's okay. We're going to try again. We go again.
Really? Because what it feels like to me is that it's like someone just heard you and they were like, them. Like you didn't even audition for it. They just heard you and they're like, yeah, them. So that's what it feels like to me. I don't know if it works that way. It maybe doesn't. Let me know if that happens.
I don't, like, okay, so like with auditions, usually what will happen is you'll get them in your email, and then there'll be a whole list of characters, and then you read for those characters and you submit them. You never hear back. You didn't get the role. You hear back. You got the role. So you could just, it's very much a lot of people tell you to send it and forget it. Because if you just keep watching your inbox and like, oh, I really want this role. Oh, I really want this role. And then you get so obsessed with it that if it doesn't happen for you, you get like sad girl hours. You're like, oh, it didn't happen for me. I really wanted that one. Man.
I see. Well, I wanna put my money on. I'm gonna put my bets And I genuinely think someone heard you and was like, oh yeah, them's the one. So I'll share that. Do you have any other questions?
I think like personal for me, I'm like health wise, I have questions too because I'm always concerned about like whenever I go for scans, is this gonna come back? Is this because there's always that fear? Is cancer gonna come back? I don't want it to come back. Or it's like, do I have to fight through another hurdle to be healthy? Because I feel like I got hit with so much stuff going through different health journeys, but I feel like I'm like Rocky. Like I get punched and I just get back up. And I'm just like, we go again. Like,
oh, yeah. I can look. I will say, usually I'll tell people like, I don't know about your health, but we can look how we're feeling if that works. Yeah. Let's see. Because I would hate to be like, oh yeah, you're getting cancer next year. Like,
oh yeah. I'd be like, oh shit.
But let me see. Yeah, dude.
Damn, guys, it's been a good run.
Oh my goodness. I actually had a breast cancer scare not too long ago, so I can't imagine. Okay.
I'm so sorry that you did, but I'm glad that you're okay.
Yeah, I'm okay. Just a lump. Just one of those lumps. Right. No, you're fine. Oh, you're absolutely fine. I will say, there is an energy here of I feel the energy is different, but the history of it makes me scared. It's like I know that things are different now. I know that I'm not subjected to this old experience. I know that I'm not around these other energies. You know, I don't know if it has to do with stress. I don't know anything. I know it has to do with like family history and stuff like that as well. But I think you're fine. You know, the challenge is the Knight of Wands, and all this says is just live in the moment, dude. Have fun, enjoy yourself. Don't think too hard about it.
You're not promised tomorrow. You might as well have fun.
Yeah. It can also imply that sometimes if we do get this in the challenge, that if we think about something too hard, we worry about it too hard, we can manifest it. I personally think epigenetics is like a thing. So if you're constantly worried that you're gonna get arthritis, you're stressing your body out so much that you manifest arthritis. It's a similar thing, right?
No, I feel you.
You're fine. You know, you literally have the card that says, I'm a wise healer. And I'm able to move with the energy in the water. You know, this is someone who can manage any storm, weather anything that comes at them. And so I think you're fine. I think you're fine.
Heck
and
yeah.
That makes you feel better. Yeah.
Yeah. We did it, boys.
Yeah. No cancer.
Oh.
What a wild thing to read on. Sorry.
Oh, dude.
I would hate it. What if I had gotten like the tower or something? I would have died. I'd be like,
It would have been like,
sorry.
yeah, well, ends extreme.
But no, you're fine. Honestly, when it comes to like feelings, the only thing you have to worry about is like assuming the worst and assuming the worst in what you're experiencing. But you're good, you know?
I did have questions about like Native American and Indigenous stuff because I've always felt like drawn to that kind of stuff, and like I'm kind of curious about that, if there's anything there or not.
Yeah. Let me actually ask the energies. Let me ask.
The energies.
Hold on. Spirits. Let's see. Let me see. I think that's really fun. I like stuff like that. I'm Native Hawaiian, and so I love my Native friends. I'm just scribbling. This is
no, go ahead, scribble.
You know they were now is it like recent life, I would say no. It feels very old. They are showing me. It doesn't necessarily feel like. Let me see. Sometimes they'll show me like where on the map. Oh. Okay. I thought so. So I was seeing lots of rocks. Seeing those like weird ass, big ass rock mountain things. I don't know what tribe this is. Oh gosh. But it's very dry. It's very, very dry. Where is this? Arizona? They showed me an Arizona plate.
Is it a plateau? Navajo? No.
No. Yes, Navajo. That's what it feels like to me. Maybe that's right.
Okay.
No, not Navajo.
There's like Cherokee
Sorry,
too.
Yeah, I wish I knew more about this like area. I know a lot about the natives where I live here in Louisiana. Like they're really interesting. I know a lot about the ones in North Carolina too, but not a lot here. It does feel like it's in this region, but it feels like they share a lot with people below them too. But I know there's so many tribes, and so I don't want to assume anything. But did you have a life there? I would say yes. I didn't get a no immediately. They did show me something. I wish I could tap into that more. I'm sorry.
So, did you ask them like how many lives I've had?
How many lives? We're infinite, but I can see I like Earth lives. I think that we've had so many even outside of Earth. I think it's really silly to think that we're just human. We could have been a dog for all we know.
Can you imagine me running around like a chihuahua?
Oh, it would be cute. I'd be the cutest. Somebody draw it. How many lives? Oh my goodness. Well, if you're wondering how long you've been on Earth, very long. That's not to say that you are always there. I know that's a little bit too much for some people.
I just show back up again. It's like, you thought I'm still here, like a cockroach.
In fact, at least in linear time, there's a really big hole. Really, really big hole.
In what time? Sorry?
I see really big linear time. Linear time.
Okay. Okay.
They're showing me up to 10,000 years ago. I don't know what life was like back then. How many would that be, though? It's almost like we skipped like a whole part right here. We came back around the 1400s.
Okay.
And we lived lots of lives after that. And I don't quite know why, but it's almost like we had just a little pocket of maybe 10, 20 in this really, really, really long time ago. And then come 1400s and we're back at it. It's like we're back in succession.
We're back in the grind.
Yeah. Just interesting. I wonder if you were maybe a guide here. Oh, you were. So that's what they're saying.
Oh, was a guide? Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I think you were. Though we're all spirits. We guide people here even when we're inhuman. But I think you were there for lots of people. Lots and lots of people, actually. Obviously, people in your family. Dad in particular, they're saying maybe Dad needed a lot of help. That's okay. You know, I don't want to say a particular number. It feels like,
that's fine.
like I said.
You don't have to say a number. Or you can tell me privately, it's fine. You can, if you see anything that you feel like needs to be addressed privately, you can do that too.
Whose soul couldn't use a 10,000-year vacation? No, not like it was that long, wasn't it? Wasn't it? More like 9,000. Yeah, but we don't experience. It's like at least what I've had near-death experiences, and every time I go back into spirit, it's like time is not really a thing. And so you can look into future lives, which is something that I wish more people did because it's really cool. The only problem with future lives is you can't prove it. You know?
Oh, okay.
That's not to say I haven't been able to like get names and stuff of people and find them. I have. And while that's quite fascinating, it's not all the time. So, you know, I feel like what's up?
Okay, when it comes to like soulmates and stuff, would you say my husband's a soulmate?
Of course, absolutely.
How many soulmates do you have? Do I just get the one?
Oh no, you have many. Okay. All right, I'll explain it
How
this
many?
way.
Okay.
How many? So soulmates are not as romantic as people like to make it seem. So you can obviously reincarnate with someone a bunch as a lover, as a romantic partner. But it's rare. It's rare that that's the only life. Most of the time, you'll be their mom or their dad, you'll be their kid, you'll be their best friend and stuff like that. And you'll be inseparable, absolutely inseparable. And so we have lots of soulmates. And so I usually refer to soul family, but when I do soulmate readings for people, I look in particular for someone romantic that they're meant to end up with. Now, if you don't believe in soulmates, you don't have one. You're very powerful. Everybody is. And so your belief system is going to dictate what you manifest into your life. And so if you say to yourself, I'm meant to be alone, no one loves me, and I have no one on my side, you know, that's the reality that you're going to paint. And so I try to remind people, you are the manifester. You hold the cards. You're the one who's attracting the energies. And so if you say to yourself, I have a soulmate, they love me, and we're meant to be together, and we're gonna have a family and have a white picket fence and own a house, you know? You are so powerful that you can make that happen. And there's so many different souls, so many different people. Of course there's gonna be someone out there that can love you and fit you. Now, when you wanna get into the soul contract issue, those exist. There are, we come here to experience, and there's gonna be some people that we beef with. Are those soulmates? Yeah, they are in a sense, because we agreed that in this life we're gonna see you and we're gonna beef, and I love you so much that I'm gonna hate you here. And so you learn a lot. Yeah, it's true. And so a lot of people will say oftentimes the people that have done you the most harm in your life love you the most. And so a lot of times people who do have near-death experiences, which is so interesting because all of them see like someone that they really have something awful going on with, and they meet them as a soul and they're like, I love you so much, I'm sorry I had to hurt you. They come back and their relationship is healed. That's very common, and a lot of people refer to those as karmic relationships. I like to say that no, we're here to just experience, you know. Don't make it so serious, don't make it so negative. Like I said, you paint your reality. If you're constantly wondering if some cosmic being is trying to hurt and harm you, okay, then that's gonna happen. You know. But I choose oh, thank you, Remy, for the raid. I choose to believe that we all love each other. We're all a family. We've lived many lives. I think that we're all human and that we should understand that we've been many different races, cultures, ages, ethnicities, and we should all share in that. And to the dismay of my Hawaiian family, I do like when you guys wear the leis. I will teach you the hula.
So cute though.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I study this. I've done like out of body experiences, and I haven't done drugs yet. That's next.
I did have a question about the almost like the other orb, that pinky purple orb. You said it was almost like, yes.
Let me find
that.
Let me find it. Oh, there it is. There it is. This orb. Yeah. What about them?
Just, you said it could be, you said it's almost like a higher entity, but it's kind of farther away, like maybe a goddess or god or something.
Yeah. Okay, let me explain. And you know, if you guys want to think I'm crazy, you can. I don't care. It's fine.
And like, and who or which one, right? Like,
who or which one, right? There are so many. There are so many. You know, I'm not one to say like, oh yeah, every deity and spirit that we know. Of course, you know, there's gonna be some that we have no idea they exist. If I had, at least what I was feeling when I drew them, they felt like more of a teacher. It's almost like they're the matriarch, their grandmama, and they're keeping everybody close knit together and teaching you like, oh, you know, I've done this before. You should do this. Here's the lesson here. Let me help you figure out what you're gonna do in this life. They feel very wise. They felt very old. And if I had to put an energy to them, it did feel like a native woman. You know, and I'm not just saying that to stroke some sort of fantasy. Like I had mentioned to Tricky, people who usually have a fascination with certain cultures, I feel that they have had a life there. And just because I can't tap into it now doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It just, you know, maybe it's not the time to explore it right now, and that's okay. Have you been to ancient Egypt since you were interested in that? I think so. I really do. I felt like this, all the energies around you had been there. I feel like you should go there. In fact, so at a risk of sounding crazy, I think that you would really connect to like the Temple of Hathor in Dendera. I was seeing that in my meditation, and I think it'd be really cool. I don't know if you've heard of it before.
I haven't. Could you explain it to me?
Yes. So the Temple of Hathor, which I personally work with Isis, but I think the Temple of Hathor is really cool. It was ransacked by the Romans, so unfortunately there are a bunch of art that has been, I would say, desecrated. But it's very, very beautiful. It has the original blue paint in it, and there they did rituals to worship the goddess Hathor. And Hathor is the goddess of femininity, of music, poetry, and dance. And she had this. Have you ever seen a sistrum?
No. What's that?
Oh, so a sistrum is this really, it's sort of like a bell. And so you hold it like this, and it has a bunch of coins on it, and you shake it like a maraca.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that would look so cool on your model, a little sistrum, especially now that they have the sound. Oh my gosh, it'd be so cute. But anyways, yeah, it's okay.
Do you think that's where the blue comes from in the aura, though?
Maybe it is a very, very, very blue temple. it's gorgeous. The most fascinating part of the Temple of Dendera is they have the Egyptian Zodiac on the ceiling. Did you know Egyptians have their own Zodiac?
No, but now I want to know my sign.
Yeah, well, it actually, it's the same as the Greek one. It's the same one. It's just they have different art, and it's interesting how these ancient people work with the stars that way. I think you would have a really, really cool experience there. I personally am really drawn to the Osirian, which is really wild, stiff. But I really love Egypt, and so, you know, it could be me being biased, but if you went there, I feel personally you would have a crazy experience. Because I don't know, when I was doing my meditation, I saw a hawk there in the temple. So
what do hawks usually like symbolize?
Wisdom, and it also is a sign of what goddess is that? Isis and Nephthys. And so to me, that was, at least from my spiritual perspective, it was a sign of like, hey, you should look here. In my meditations, oftentimes I'll see a little animal, and the animal will guide me to what I need to see. And so that's where I went there. Yeah, it's a really powerful way of connecting and seeing lots of different ways.
That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you for listening to me talk about my special interest.
No, you're fine. I mean, like, I'm just very, very, like, interested in this stuff. So,
yeah,
and I think that people that have like
this?
I kind of do, because I like, there's some things that I can't explain that I've felt or that I feel connected to, and I can't quite figure out why.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, why do I feel that way? Well, I don't know, but I feel this way.
Yeah, I would love if I could do some sort of I did this to my last guest. I did a light hypnosis on them, and it's fascinating what our souls know. You know, you can get names, you can see faces, you can see past on loved ones, and you can also go back and go to these lives if you want to. I think that there is a field of consciousness that we can all touch, and it's inside of us, you know, it's not outside of us. While psychics are cool, obviously this is what I do. It's fun. Really, the most profound experiences you'll have are inside of you. And so I always tell people, hey, maybe look into meditation, or hey, maybe do this self-hypnosis. It's really cool.
Does everybody have a gift?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, let me drink some water.
I'd like to know, what
your gift. What do you get? Oh my gosh. Well.
What do I got?
Here's what you have. So I don't know, maybe Tricky told you, but she has this gift of when she touches things, she has this sort of this knowing, and she can also really imprint her energy onto it. And and she was like, oh, that's interesting, because she likes to fiddle with stuff. And for you, what I would say and what I feel, especially with what I was saying earlier, is that you could probably talk anybody into anything.
That's dangerous.
Yeah. And obviously, I think it would come from a sweet place because you're a good person, but I feel that you have a way of conveying how you feel. I think that you have a way... Oh my gosh, I forgot to mention this. I wonder if I wrote this down. Strong eye contact. So if you look into someone's eyes, obviously with love, I really think that you could convey so much, and probably, you know, from a loving place, get them to do something that you needed. Like, I don't know, maybe
it's like hypnosis, but not. Oh wait, snake hypnosis. Wait, it's like Ka from the Jungle Book.
You are Jafar's staff.
Yes. Wait, Zolan, come here. I got a test.
Oh, but he loves you.
I know.
He would do anything already.
It's biased. Damn, I gotta find somebody else. I get one of my kids. Where are they? Clean your room.
If you're wondering if you're super psychic, the answer is yes. I think it just comes to you naturally, though. A lot of people kind of fight against it, but I think yours is just innate, so you don't have to question it. Me personally, you know, I have to go into like these fucking meditative states and shuffle cards.
I feel like for me, like I've always had like, I don't know, I get feelings about people. Like it's just like, it's like, okay, this person I don't really, I don't know, but I don't really like, I don't like the cut of their jib. Do you know what I mean? Like it's, or some people I'm just like, you know what, this is a good person, I like them. I'm very like intuitive like that, but like obviously I got my husband who's very like logical, right? He's like, well, let me see the pattern of behavior, let me see the stuff on paper, the hard numbers. And I'm very like, I can't tell you why, but I just feel this way.
Yeah, I think that would come from, I mean, obviously there's experience. Like once you get burned once, you're kind of like, oh, I've seen that pattern before. But I actually kind of believe personally that women are just innately good at judging characters and like reading that sort of energy. So I wouldn't be surprised. But I do think that you are very connected in your own way, very creative, and I think that you can channel energies. If you wanted to get into some crazy stuff, especially since you have so much blue and you're already good at channeling characters, I bet you would be great at trance channeling. Have you ever heard of that?
I haven't. What is that?
So there is this line of work. I personally haven't done it. I say work. It is a gift where people can connect to entities and use their body to have that entity speak through them. Now it's different from
is that like possession?
I swear. It's different. Yeah, Charlie, yes. It's different. So there are some famous people who've done it. There's Esther Hicks, there's Bashar, there's the Law of One. Lots of people have done it, made whole careers on it. And, you know, they see some wild stuff that's come true. There's books and books about it. I personally have never tried it, but I bet you'd be pretty good at it. In fact, I think people who are good, like I mentioned before, getting into character naturally are just really talented at tapping into those sort of energies. Now, if that's a little bit too much, something that I really loved to do back when I was like really into witchy stuff was I liked to, quote, invoke energies. So this is like dawning on the energy of a particular goddess. So let's say today I want to be very confident, and you know, I'm a very shy person, and so I'm like, I want to be Sekhmet today. What you would do is you would get into read about her, obviously, read about her stories, and you would think about what it would feel to be her. And so you're sort of channeling that energy and acting as if you were her. And so it's interesting too, because there are people that will get their brain scanned, they'll get their aura picture taken, or they'll have their body temperature checked, and absolutely everything changes. Like their brain is just wired in a different way. I would say you'd be really good at that too.
Okay, well, how do I learn to do that?
Yeah, it's actually quite simple. So, like I mentioned before, if there is like an entity that you wanted to speak to, which I know sounds really scary, I promise it's not.
I'm like, I don't know, I'm not too scared with that kind of stuff. I feel like if we're coming to the table and we're having a conversation, I'd be like, hey, what's up? Do you know what I mean? Like, you may be like, you know what? Nah, I don't really want to do that with you. And I'd be like, okay, all right, that's fair.
Yeah, it's interesting you say that, because I have been told no. They will tell you no. And but if you wanted to try, I would say number one, figure out what energy you would want to invoke. Number 2, do research on their stories. Do research on how you would perceive them to act. So, like I mentioned before, Sekhmet, she is very ferocious, but she's confident. She's very motherly and protective. She's a war goddess, but she's also a goddess of healing and protection. And so she will give you the hard medicine.
I feel like I'm just like that all the time.
You are? I would give you Sekhmet if I had to give you like a goddess that you would really resonate with. Now, if you're looking for some... Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, there actually is a snake goddess. Her name is Wajet, if you wanted to look into that. But I think we'd be really good. She's very Leo energy, Sekhmet, if you know anything about astrology.
I'm a Taurus.
You're a Taurus.
So, yeah, I'm stubborn bull, I guess.
That's interesting that you're a Taurus because I kept seeing Hathor and she's the Taurus goddess. That's so funny. Sorry.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah, that is really wild. But yeah, I think if you wanted to, let me think, what energy could you invoke? I mean, if you want to get weird with it, some people do angels and shit.
That's so interesting though. Like, I've always wondered about angels, and like, because like I grew up Catholic, right? And I have my faith and stuff like that where I practice like quietly, but like I'm always curious if they're around too, or if they're just like, you know, doing their thing, or they hear you, or they're just like, nah, like, cause I'll do a lot of stuff quietly, and I'll be like, give me a sign, but like I don't know what to look for, right? I don't know if they've heard me.
It's funny. So what I tell people to do is give them a name or a number or a color. I always say pick a color that you don't hear too often. So periwinkle or magenta or fuchsia. And you'll start seeing it everywhere. It's wild.
Okay,
like,
that's
hearing
fair.
people say it. Just seeing the color. Obviously, those colors are out there in the wild. But I believe it's called our RTS, reticular activating system. Oh yeah, show me your RAS. That's how I remember it. Show me your RAS.
Show me your RAS.
Yeah. Or the reticulating activating system. So what you already believe and what you're looking for, your brain is going to hardwire your perspective to actually run into it more. So it's like when you learn a new word and all of a sudden you're hearing the word everywhere. It's that sort of stuff. So, you know, there are scientific reasons why these things happen, but you'll notice that when you have intention for certain synchronicity, so like, let's say you're praying to, I don't know, Michael the Archangel, and you're saying, Michael, I want to see the number 8 everywhere. And if I see the number 8, that means I'm going to get a Ferrari. It's wild because you won't see any 8s, and then let's say you remember it dawns on you. Oh, remember when I asked Archangel Michael for a fucking Ferrari? Next day you see the number 8 and you like win a Ferrari or something. Like, that shit does happen, and it's crazy.
That's funny because my next big goal for, I think, us as a family is getting a bigger house, because the kids are getting older and just having more space. That's the next kind of like goal for us as a family, just getting more room for them. So
I would say get into manifestation.
It's like, come on, I need a bigger house so I can give them more room to do more stuff.
There's a lady who is famous for winning, because she was using her method of manifestation, which she wrote a whole book on, but she won over, I believe, like 1,000 giveaways by just believing that she would. Yeah. She won a house too.
That's insane.
Yeah. And so there's a lot of interesting stuff. Back to angels though. Do I have experiences with angels personally? No. Have I had people reach out to me and say, hey, can you talk to this angel for me? Yeah, yeah, I've done that.
Mhm.
I've done that. They've said some pretty crazy stuff, and I've gotten good feedback on it. But who's to know? You know, is it actually an angel, or let's say that your passed on mom. You know, they love you so much, but maybe in life you didn't have the best relationship, and you're very Christian and you don't believe in ghosts, but you're asking for an angel to come through. I believe that, you know, depending on the level of comfort or belief you have, I wouldn't be surprised if they did show up as angels just to make you feel safe or guided, or like there's someone present with you. So the only thing I know is I know nothing.
I got a question for you, just like okay, supernatural entities, like as in like okay, let's throw it out there, like fae,
yes,
vampires, like those all entities that exist. Do you like get feelings about them, or
okay,
anything like that? Okay. No, I'm curious because this is like, I really, listen, I've always been very interested in like dark gothic kind of things. Like that's always been something that I really like love, and I'm like very curious about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you're like, where's Lestat? I need him now.
Like Beck's hoping for her special interest. Zolan, shut up. Nobody asked you, sir.
I love this. Thank you for bringing this up. I think this is really fun. Yeah, I can tell you're really a professional, because I was getting a little nervous about being too slow. And thank you so much. You're bringing up really interesting topics. So I just want to say that. Thank you.
No, I'm curious. Like I want to know your perspective, and I kind of want to know like if you've felt anything, seen anything, heard anything. Do you know what I mean? I'm very open to that.
Yeah. When I was younger, I loved fairies, and my mom would say she would see me outside dancing with lights.
That's so cute.
Yeah, I loved fairies. I was obsessed with like, do you remember those books back in the day where they were like Egyptology, fairyology, dragon?
Yes.
Dude.
Like you could like open them up, and they were almost like different flip stuff inside of those books, and you have like little like cutouts and stuff.
Exactly. I had the flower fairy one, and so I was convinced that fairies existed. Maybe my child mind made it up, but I was seeing shit all the time. You know, I'm a little autistic baby. Like maybe it's not real. But, you know, that's my experience with them. It could have been made up. My mom said that she saw me with, like, lights. That's the only thing I've been told. So maybe they are real. I have heard people tell stories, like IRL, that they have had things happen with the fae, as in the fae are fucking with them.
Okay. Like, for me, I'm like, so I'm very open to the idea of that kind of stuff. And I'm sitting here going, give me an experience. Where they at? Hey, my house is open. Hey, let's go. Like I don't want a bad experience, but I just
maybe not the fae then.
You know, I just want something that's, you know, let's have a nice experience, a nice like a starter, baby's first paranormal experience. You know, like or supernatural experience. That's very nice, very gentle. Everybody gets one nice visit. You know what I mean? And then after that, whatever.
I would love, and I don't think we could do it on stream because it is something that you kind of have to work up for. But I could do like a hypnosis for you. It's really interesting. Like you can go back and find old memories. You can go back to the womb. You know, it's crazy.
I'd be willing to try, because I'm like I've always worried about if I couldn't be put under hypnosis, because I'm always so like tense and like, is this really gonna work? I have no idea. So I'm curious to see if it would work for me.
I think it would. I think you'd be great at it. It's all about trust.
Okay.
It's just trust. I think, you know, it also depends on the person who's hypnosing you. But all hypnosis is self-hypnosis. It begins with you trusting and believing that you can do it. If you think like, oh my gosh, my butt itches and now I'm out of it. Like,
dude, I'd be so afraid I'd fall asleep. I'd just
Oh,
be like,
that's fine.
I'd just be out.
Oh, it's okay if you do, because actually when you're going through like a hypnosis, they expect you to fall asleep. And it trains you to sort of be able to find that in-between state. And so it's okay.
Mhm.
That's normal.
I'd be snoring right in your ear.
That's
I'd be
that's okay.
snoring so loud in your ear, like a freight train.
Yeah, hypnosis is really fascinating, and you can find all kinds. We've been reading in the community recently a story about a past life regressionist. His name is oh crap, I can't remember her name all of a sudden, but yeah, he has his own practice, and he was regressing to people that had never met separately, and he had realized after like a month of regressing them that they were having all of the same lives together, but they never met.
What?
Brian Weiss, Dr. Brian Weiss. And so he's a doctor, like he's a therapist, so he can't tell them. That goes against their rights.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and so it's really interesting, and I'd love to explore that. I do it for my friends and family all the time, and it's beautiful. It can heal things in your relationships. I haven't experienced it, but I have heard of people have, quote, miraculous healings. Like, let's say that your whole life you've had a stiff shoulder. Some people report that they go to a life where they were fucking stabbed in the shoulder. They experience it, and now they don't have pain there.
That's crazy. But like, hey, I'd be willing to try that. I've got like anxiety, depression, PTSD. So like I'd be willing to try that sometime. Absolutely.
Yeah, we should do it. It's really
It's
nice.
funny because you brought up like fae and stuff like that, and what instantly came to my mind was like my grandmother had like a psychic, I think, come to her house when I was younger, and when I had my daughter, and the psychic had said about my daughter at the time, because my daughter's on the spectrum and she wasn't talking at the time, but she said that she had a very almost fae-like energy to her that was very whimsical.
That's funny you'd say that. I wasn't speaking when I was a kid either, and I was seeing fairies, so maybe she's onto something.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe she's onto something. They say there's no such thing as coincidences. So, but back to the vampires.
Okay, I'm locked in.
Yeah,
All right.
locked in. Yeah, let's talk about that. So I live in New Orleans, and I have met the people who say that they are vampires. Now there's a spectrum of them. There are some that actually drink blood, and then there are some that are energetic vampires. So are vampires real in the sense that, like, you know, you get bitten and da da da? At least human-wise, I don't think so. Now, I have had an experience genuinely with I'll just say it, a demon that eats with your fear. Like it sucks up the energy of fear and like a vampiric nature.
Okay, like an energy kind of vampire, right?
Yeah. And those motherfuckers are pretty much vampires. You know what I mean? They are, and they're really annoying. And the only way you, and by the way, for any of you, and I like to mention this, I don't talk about it too much because it scares people. When it comes to entities that feed on fear, because a lot of people experience this, especially if your household is really negative, all you have to do is not be scared. It's really that simple. I know, what an idiot. Those things so stupid. They just need you to be scared. You know, if you stupefy them and realize, like...
Or you act like an idiot like me if something like falls in the house or something unexpected happens. I'm like, whoa, okay, listen, I'm gonna throw down right now, me and you. Like, like Zola gets scared, and I'm very like, all right, I didn't sign up for this, but okay, I'm taking my hair down, I'm taking my bra off, let's go. I'll scrap right here, right now.
You'd be the psychic. You'd be the ghost investigator who's like running towards them, and everybody's running away.
Listen, I'd be like, you know what? Is that safe for me? Are you attacking me? I'll throw down if you attack me, but otherwise, I think I'm just standing in the hallway.
It's funny. I'm actually trying to get. I'm talking to somebody. I'm trying to get a demonologist on my stream.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So that'll be interesting. I don't know too much about them. I just know my experiences. Another thing too is there are some spirits, and I'll mention because we talked about segment earlier, that you can offer these negative energies to, and they will eat them.
And they just take them out and say, "Hey, I have these brain gremlins. Do you mind having a good nom nom nom?"
Yes, you can do that, and I have.
Oh wow!
Yeah, you can.
Like, hey,
you can offer.
Come and eat my brain gremlins, please. They're causing me problems. Absolutely, I'd do that.
Yeah, give it a try. I did a whole like ritual and stuff. Which is pretty creepy, but what I did personally was I was really suffering from like I don't know why I had a really hard time. It's funny this being brought up, doing collabs. Obviously I'm fine now.
Oh. Listen,
but the paranoia told me everybody hates me.
I think that's everything thing. Like everybody gets that. I get it too.
Really,
nobody's talking to me. Everybody hates me. Nobody's talking to me. I'm not getting invited to anything. Nobody likes me. I think that's a thing that I think we all go through that as streamers and content creators.
That's true. I guess that's true. So maybe next time you feel that way.
Just be like, come and suck up my brain demons, please. Like a Slurpee, just, you know?
What I did was I imagined it all, like I took the feeling of it and I put it in my hands, and then I pretty much like, I'm like sobbing into my hands, by the way.
Aww.
And it's very cathartic, it's very healing. And I gave it to her, and now I'm doing collabs every Thursday. And so I think it's really, maybe it's made up in my mind, but I think it works. I think it's healthy.
it gets rid of the bad feelings, right?
I'm sure therapy could do the same thing, but
well, yeah, sure, but this is free.
It's exactly, you can't afford it.
Exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, I do think vampires are real, but not necessarily in the Anne Rice or there's no Astarian. Sorry.
Don't tell Tricky that. Don't tell her that.
Tricky. I'm sorry.
No, it's just interesting. Like I've always like wanted to investigate that kind of thing, or at least talk to somebody that maybe identifies as like vampire, werewolf, like fae, but also I realize that fae are a little bit tricky and they try to, the whole like tell me your name thing, right? Not necessarily that, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like they're a little bit finicky. But also in my mind meat, I'm like, but what if there was a handsome hot fae man, and he just happened to be shirtless and he wandered out of the trees, right? Right? He just took me and he was all like, "You beautiful woman," and I was like, "Oh no, please don't!" I had this whole headcanon,
Oh my goodness!
I read way too many. Yeah, I read way too much of that stuff.
I can tell. You definitely have Cult of Thorns on your bookshelf. Is that what it's called?
Listen, I have filthy rich fae. I have filthy rich vampire. I've got all of those because that's like, damn, I need somebody talking to me like that shit.
Oh, that's so funny. Oh my goodness. Yeah. What? There's like some really silly ones. I wish I remembered the names. I've seen people talk about them. But yeah, I don't think there's necessarily any vampires or like fays running around in the physical. But you know, that's just my experience. I have tour guide friends, and they have told me that they have seen real vampires. I've seen aliens.
You've seen aliens?
Yeah. I have.
Okay, so what do they look like? What have you seen? I'm
well, there are different races.
Well, I would assume as much. If the universe is infinite, then there's anything that you can imagine could technically exist. So, I'm curious now. What have you seen?
So my experiences with the Greys, I would say unfortunately, but I like to think that they're good. Specifically, there are different kinds of Greys. I would put them in the category of hybrid Greys, as in they're part human, which sounds really crazy. I'm sorry.
Which part?
Which part is human? That's a good question.
Yeah.
They're humanoid, and they sort of have like so the kind of classic Greys, they are humanoid, but they have this really weird proportions. The ones I have seen basically look like humans, but their skin is more translucent and their eyes are fucking huge. Yeah.
So they're big eye. Is it like the stereotypical like picture you would see with like on XCOM or something like that? You see the big alien head with the big eyes. Is it like kind of like that?
No, those are the classic sort of Greys. I think mine are related to them.
Okay.
Yeah. Which I'll say, my whole family has seen them like throughout generations. As in my grandmother, my great grandmother, my mom, my aunt.
That's kind of neat, though.
Yeah.
Do you think that's like your family line?
Experience. Maybe. Who knows? Who knows?
You've been marked by the Greys.
Maybe. Who knows? I like to think they're benevolent. I think that if you think that they're evil, you'll have a bad experience. So I'm just like, all right, I guess they're doing something good for me. Thanks for being here. You know, I think I'm a good person. Please give me good things. Yeah.
I always had this like really funny headcanon when it came to aliens, where it was like aliens would like circle the planet and stuff. It's like taking their kids to the zoo. It's like, oh, we're gonna go see the humans today at the zoo. Hey kids, look out the window. There they are, being silly little guys. Oh, look how primitive.
I think they do that. I think some of them do that. I was watching a podcast the other day, and they were talking about the reptilians, and that's a little bit too much for me. But there are some people who say that there are reptilian aliens that look at humans like those idiots.
Okay, the reptilians. I've heard people say like you can tell because people's eyes, like, you know how people blink up and down? These guys blink like sideways.
Yes, I've heard that too. So I haven't made up my mind. I don't know if it's real, but I actually have. I've seen the like crazy ass lizard eyes before.
Really?
Yeah, like they blinked, and I saw it was yellow, and it changed their whole face kind of. It was honestly really horrifying. They looked right at me, and it's like they wanted to show me. It felt like, and I was a little kid, but I saw it, and it felt like they were trying to put me in my place, and then I saw it, and it was really scary.
Maybe they felt that you can do what you can do. Do you know what I mean?
I think they knew. I think they wanted me to see. I do. I do, and you know, I just kind of choose that doesn't exist. It's a choice.
You're like, you know what? I actually didn't see that.
Yeah, that
I
wasn't
reject
actually
your
real.
reality and I reject your reality and substitute my own. Thank you.
Yeah. Just coping really hard. You guys, my spiritual belief is just be happy. So, but yeah, I had a shared experience with my twin brother. So he's actually gonna come on soon and talk about it with my aunt, and so that'll be interesting.
That sounds so much like that sounds a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I hope you have a good time.
Thank you for the raiders. Thank you.
Welcome on in, everybody.
Yeah. So you haven't had any spiritual experiences ever, other than the deja vu.
Well, like I went to the catacombs in Rome recently.
How'd that go?
Which was, well.
Did you get choked? I hear people get choked there.
I felt sick at one point. Like, felt really sick, and then I said a Hail Mary and I was fine. And then because we had a priest down there. We had a priest that was giving the tour down there. And he to be fair though, the priest seemed pretty nervous. Like he
didn't want to be there.
Yeah, he was like, I really don't want to be here. I'm gonna make this as engaging and as interesting as possible. But he was like stammering, like he was stuttering, and like he just seemed like he was uncomfortable being down there. Zolan saw some stuff down there. After when I was out of there, later that evening, I had scratch marks across my neck. So I was like,
it's those reptilians.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? Hey, good thing I got this holy water from the Vatican. I'm just gonna sprinkle that right on there just in case. You know?
Yeah, it works, and I'll say this: the reason it works is because it makes you feel safe. It makes you feel like you have power in it. I think it doesn't matter what religion you have. If you feel like that act is gonna protect you, it will. So, if holy water works for you, if Hail Mary works for you, just say that shit all the time.
I just felt like, I don't know, I felt like I was gonna I felt really nauseous all of a sudden. Like, I feel like something's watching me down here. I feel very uncomfortable. And I don't know what it is, but it's just like, I don't really want to be in here anymore. I think I just want to leave. Even though this place is interesting.
Yeah, I'd love to go there one day, though I get a little scared. My first demon experience was because I have an aunt she's a psychic, and she wanted to test my abilities, so she took me to the yeah. So she was like, let's put it in front of a demon.
Yeah, just plop you right in here. Throw you right in the deep end of a pool.
Yeah!
Swim!
Yep, that's what she did. And, yeah. Do you want to hear that story? It's actually so crazy. Okay.
I do.
Okay, I've never told this, so this is exciting. So, I was 16 years old, which there's something about teenagers where you're seeing shit all the time. And so I was having experiences, I was seeing things, and I was like, Auntie, what's happening to me? I go stay with her for a week, and the second day I'm there, she's like, we're gonna go to the Stanley Hotel, which I don't know if do you know what that is? That's a hotel that The Shining is after.
Yeah.
That scared the shit out of Stephen King. So,
no big deal. You'll be fine.
Yep. So we go there, and as soon as we get there, I, just like you, nauseous, sick, not having a good time, dizzy. We go upstairs, and we're doing our little tour, and they go, here's the room where there is this man, I forget his name. Thank God I forgot his name. I don't want to invoke that. Let's just say his name is Ickums.
Ickums. Okay.
Ickums McGee. Ickums McGee is known to like Native women. So I'm like, that's fucking me. And he's known to touch them inappropriately and to like grab their hair and their body and stuff like that. Well, that happened. Yay, yippee, love that. Got touched by that. I'm like, okay, that wasn't fun, and I'm scared shitless, but at least it's over. I get home, and at the time, I didn't know this, but I believe now that when we collectively believe that something is evil and there's something scary and it's bad, we're just sending energy to it and making it more powerful. And so I think that's what happened. Obviously, I was his type, and I'm a young girl, and so I just felt like something was watching me the whole night. And at the time, I was on the phone with my girlfriend, and my phone kept dying. over and over and over again, even though it's plugged in. Finally, at the last moment, before it wouldn't even turn on, even though it's plugged in, she heard growling in my phone, and then it refused to turn on. She goes, "Is there a dog with you? I hear growling." And I go, "No, there's no dogs." And then it dies, and it refuses to turn on.
What?
Yep, it gets worse. It gets worse. I feel like I should have scary music on.
Chat's like peeing. They're like, what?
Yeah, so if you want to experience something horrific, come with me to the Stanley Hotel.
Actually, you know who would love to do that? Papa Mutt would.
Really? Come on, Papa Mutt.
He does ghost hunts. He like does them and live streams them. Yeah.
I'd love to go. I'd love to go. We make a whole thing. Anyways,
Yeah.
I'm like, "Hey, nice to see you again, Ickums." Remember me? I'm stronger now. Anyways, so my aunt, she did have dogs, but they're little baby dogs, and she heard like giant dogs, but they're sleeping and they're across the house in another room. Well, I'm so scared that I go to my aunt and uncle and her little dogs, and I'm trying to wake them up. I'm shaking them. I'm yelling at them. I'm picking up her tiny dogs, and I'm going, "Won't you wake up? I'm so scared." They're not waking up. Nothing is waking up. Well, I'm like, "Oh fuck, I'm alone." So I go to my room, and I'm like, "I know, I'll just lock the door, and I'll open the window, and I'll stare outside until the sun comes up. That'll keep me safe." Nope! What happens next is, so I'm positioned, I'm staring where I know the sun is going to rise, and the whole time I'm staring out the window, I'm hearing my name, I'm hearing them say like very sexual stuff to me, I'm hearing them like whisper things that they want, like how they're going to hurt my family, and maybe I have schizophrenia, but here's where I know I didn't make this shit up. I was trying to be like, I'm trying to like sing. I'm singing. I forgot about that. I'm singing. I'm like, la 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 la. I turn around. I don't remember why I turned around. Probably because it was like something's staring at me, and I see something plop onto the bed, move the sheets around, and push the pillows off the bed, and stare at me on all fours. Yeah. And I didn't touch the bed, okay? So I took a picture of this later because I was waiting for my aunt and uncle to wake up, and I was like, I didn't do that. That wasn't me. And yeah, so this thing decided that it was gonna follow me for a good year before I got rid of it, and it was.
That's terrifying. A whole year?
It's very, a whole year. And so it was like...
How did you get rid of it?
Doing things to me in my sleep. I went to priests. I went to a Buddhist. I went to a Catholic priest. I went all over the place. And the only thing that got rid of it was genuinely deciding that I'm not psychic. I don't have gifts. This isn't real. I made this up. And I knew deep, and so I didn't even touch into like my gifts until much later in my life because this experience was so horrific. But yeah, that's what happened. Sorry, I hope
that's crazy. Well, I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah, I had to just kind of say, "Oh, you don't exist," before it went away, which is how I learned. Because I had another demon experience later, that they just want you to be scared. And so once you're not scared, there's kind of nothing for them to gain. Which is so stupid. What a stupid fix.
It's like, grrr. It's like, bitch, shut the fuck up.
Yes.
Like, get out of here.
It's really annoying. I wish, you would think my aunt would teach me that, but instead I had to get baptized a second time.
That's crazy.
It is. It's pretty crazy. So, yeah.
Yeah, but
thank you for listening to me.
No, absolutely. Like, this is just so interesting to me. Like, I'm really fascinated by it all. And
yeah,
like,
it's interesting.
Yeah, and I think it's just one of those things where it's like I'd always want to learn more about it personally. And like,
Do you believe in curses?
gifts. Dude, I feel like I'm cursed some days.
Really?
Yeah, because like I just kept getting hit with so much stuff. Like, I'll be like, our house flooded twice. I got cancer. I had a bad situation where someone was stalking me and doxing me. Like, I felt like it was just like one thing after another. Like, it was
So
just
sorry.
like, man, we can't catch a break. Do you know what I mean? And I was like, come on. And me and Zolan every year would be like, this is our year. This is our year. It's got to get better this year.
Oh.
So it's like, hopefully this year's our year, please.
Oh my goodness. Okay, let's ask.
Yeah,
We're gonna ask if you're cursed.
Am I cursed? Please say no.
Yeah, we gotta know. Alright, let's see. I'm sorry, I'm actually so interested in that. I don't
Like,
know if I believe in curses, but
I don't know,
I've
but like,
heard
it felt like
things.
everything in their like everything was going wrong, and I'm like, when am I gonna catch a break? When is the big awesome gonna happen where everything just calms the fuck down? You know?
Life has a way of humbling us, they say.
Right?
Good news. You're not cursed.
Yay!
No, this is just stuff that you need to experience. And it's really that simple. I'm sorry.
Just all at once, right?
Yeah, at least you're getting it out of the way. You know, the Princess of Swords is
true.
I'm learning a lesson. The Six of Cups has to do with the past. And the Two of Cups, that actually means healing. I find that pain and struggle is the best teacher. And I know it's not fun, but it looks like something we just gotta go through. I'm sorry. I wish it was a curse because then I could maybe lift it.
No, I just feel like well, I'm hoping that, like, you know, like, obviously there's still things that, like, we're going through, right?
Yeah.
Why'd you pull the tower? Why'd you pull the
Alright, let's see what that's about.
I didn't hear anything you said. Your mic cut out.
My mic cut out? Oh no.
Yeah.
I said let's see what that's about. It might be little things, but usually the tower is pretty big. I want to see. I'm really curious. What's the tower? Because it could mean that we're in the midst of it. Oh, thank you. Alright, Sudi, thank you for the raid. Also, thank you again. And by the way, I am seeing you guys in the chat, and I really appreciate you being here. Thank you for coming to Vex's, what are they called?
My sacrifices.
Your sacrifices. Hi, sacrifices. I'm not ignoring you on purpose. I promise, my couplets. I love you. Okay. Let's see. Sorry, I'm very particular. Welcome to my card shuffling ASMR.
You're fine. When I shuffle
has to
cards,
feel
I do the shuffle and then I do the bridge, where they go.
Ooh. Okay. Oh. Okay. I'll say this. When we get the Magician for the tower, it means that there's something that we're trying so hard to manifest, that there are things that need to clear for us to have even room or space for it. So while it's uncomfortable, we have to have that clearing to even have that be in our reality. Now, the good news is it's not going to happen for a little bit. The Three of Wands does mean the future, and the Knight of Pentacles means patience and hard work. It might be a good... I am kind of feeling like maybe 2 years. So, you know, you've got time. It doesn't have to happen. future isn't set in stone, but I think it'll be a good riddance sort of moment. Because the magician is like, yeah, I wanted this. Oh, I called this. I knew this would happen. Honestly, it might even prove to you like, dang, I was right. Because the Three of Wands is like, I had foresight. I knew this was going to happen. I just had a feeling. And so if there is some... It does feel like it has to do with work. So be careful about who you commit to. You know, who maybe you sign with or like... stuff like that. Be a little careful, okay? All right, please read the fine print, or if you feel like maybe someone isn't up to any good, maybe don't do that, because you know it does seem like you're gonna. Oh, I called this. Oh, I fucking knew it. So, just so you know. Now it'll be some time, but it will be a moment where you're like, I knew it was gonna happen eventually. So, don't be careful who you open up to, and what you share with others is another thing.
I've always so hard for me to trust people. So really? I'm like, I feel like when I trust people and I open up to them, and then if they like screw me over, I feel like, oh, like it's just like a huge gut punch.
I think but here's the thing. I know you can call it. Like I know you know when it win.
I know that I can call it. It's just getting like my husband to listen to me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, your husband probably wants to see the best in people, and that's okay. But
he does.
I think you should trust your gut. And you know, sorry Zolan, I'm on her side as a psychic. We love you. We swear.
He's like, oh my god, no.
But
he does. He does tries the best. He just tries to do the best.
Yeah, it's really sweet. It is. I think it might be.
Wait.
It's not him. Okay, it's not. But okay. So what you do with tarot is when you pull the card, it has multiple different ways to read it. And what you do as someone who reads is you kind of go through energetically what you feel called to most. And so there's a lot of ways this could be interpreted. I could say, oh, it's a company. You know, the emperor is someone who has power, control. To me, it feels like a particular person. And if I don't want to be, I'll tell you later.
Tell me later then. Tell me later.
Okay, yeah, I'll tell you later. Anyways.
We'll just slide that under the rug. It's fine.
Anyways, love you guys. No, I don't think it's good to kind of. I don't like to instill paranoia in people, but so I don't do it for fun, I swear. But if I see it, I do try to be like, you know, maybe watch out for this.
That's fair.
And I guess we did try to say like, what's the tower? So I guess it was inevitable to be a little juicy.
Juicy.
Just a little bit. Yeah. You know what? I've kept you for so long now. Thank you for coming. I would like to...
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I would really like to look into something good that's coming in for you. We talk so much about demons and stuff.
A good demon.
Let's hear some good news. What's something coming in soon that's good?
Something that's good.
Yeah, tell me. Yeah, let's get those good vibes. That's so cute. All right. So the Four of Wands is a celebration. It's a coming together. It's everybody having a good time. And look, we have you and we have your husband. Very cute, right?
Aww.
Queen of Wands, King of Wands. Now, anytime we have especially in the same suit, it's almost always a married couple. Okay, they're ruling the same kingdom. I will say there's a really sweet moment coming in, and I think it will shift things in the good direction. Your advice card is a 9 of Cups, and this is to just enjoy yourself and be present in the moment. If maybe we have an issue, and I've noticed this, like I I've been in a relationship while I'm doing content creation, and we're like, let's talk about work all the time forever. If that's something that, maybe you've had before, I don't think it's gonna be a bad thing. I see you guys talking about a new direction, being very creative. I see it being very expansive, and it feels, if I'm honest, it feels like more so going in that voice actressing direction. By the way, I know that's going to take time. That's something that we have to plan for, but talking about it actually helps us see a clearer vision of it, and it being an actual like, oh yes, I can see what I've been missing. And honestly, I don't even think it's really what you're missing. It's more so what you can tap into more. It's like you already had it. Your advice card being the 9 of Cups. Now, this almost always means that a manifestation is coming true, or there's wish fulfillment, so something good coming in. Remember how I told you? I keep seeing it. It might be crazy, but look at your email in like 2 weeks. Okay.
Okay.
I
okay.
Really mean
all right.
Okay. I actually forgot about it, and then I saw it again. So. Yeah, I think it'll be really nice. I really mean it. I think that something really fun is coming your way. And I think that there's this, wow, I'm excited. I'm really happy. It is very different from what you're up to now, too. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
It is exciting. Thank you for trusting me with your reading, by the way. And
yeah,
your psychic. I know a lot of times when we do these readings, we're looking for some crazy experience, and a lot of times it's just sort of like, hey, here's some things, not necessarily like, oh, let me let me tell you your whole childhood.
Yes.
But I had a really good time, and I really hope that you enjoyed it. I mean it.
Yeah,
Thank you so
absolutely
much.
And I'm sure you'll have other things you need to tell me too, so
yes, of course. And yeah, I hope I'm one of those people that you felt was good.
yeah, absolutely. This was good. This was fun. Interesting, because you tapped into a lot of things that, like, obviously I didn't tell you.
I did?
So,
oh, nice.
Like, the whole Christmas stuff, like, my family knows that I love Christmas. Like, they know.
Oh, good.
But as soon as you mentioned Christmas, I was like, oh boy, here we go. They know.
Oh.
Like, these guys, they know. They be watching, they understand.
Oh, well, maybe there's something really fun happening this Christmas, and that's what it felt like to me, so look forward to that. It didn't feel negative. They said merriment and enjoyment, so hell yeah.
Heck yeah.
Is there anybody you'd like to read into?
I have just a question for you.
Oh, sure, yeah, what's up?
When, like, I had a miscarriage. When you have a miscarriage, how does that work? How does that, like, is there a soul attached to that entity or a person?
Yes.
And, like, how does that, work? Like, are they still around you, or are they just kind of like, well, I'm moving on to the next thing?
So, when we have a soul that wants to come in, so I don't know when you had your miscarriage, like if you had a kid
It was actually, yes, I did. It was my son. So
yes.
I had miscarriage, and then I had my son.
So what happens, and this is from the regression stuff I've done with people before, as well as books I've read, and my personal belief. I think that when we are pregnant, it's sort of like a soul reserves that spot. But if it doesn't happen, like let's say, I'm gonna have a baby at this time, but it wouldn't be best for my soul, it wouldn't be good for my mom or my dad, it'd be a bad time. So, obviously something happens, or sometimes people have a hard time getting pregnant, or sometimes people have a miscarriage, or sometimes they, decide not to. All of this stuff. That doesn't mean that soul is just gone, yeeted out into the universe most of the time. And from what I've heard, they come in as the next kid.
They're just waiting in the wings.
Yeah, exactly. Now, that's not always the case. Some do decide, and I know a lot of people say like, I can just feel their energies around me. if you feel that that's the case, if you feel like your child is around you, then, trust that. You're psychic. Maybe you had to experience that, the carrying of the baby, so you knew that their spirit was with you in the first place.
I knew that when I was pregnant with my son, like before I knew that he was my son, that I was having a boy. Like it just, and when I was pregnant with my daughter, I knew I was having a girl. Like it was just one of those feelings you get. It's like, no, this is definitely like, I knew it's like, this is definitely my son. Mm-hmm. And then obviously the doctor said, yeah, it's a little boy. And I was like, well, see, I knew I was right.
Was it the same gender?
Like when I had my son, when I was pregnant the second time or the third time, I guess. After, well, like, I had a dream that I was having a boy. And I just knew I was having a boy. And then when we went to the doctors and we got the ultrasound, they were like, oh, yeah, it's a little boy. I was like, see? Boom.
I see.
I knew it.
I see. So, yeah, maybe he just was like, oh, not right now. Mm-hmm. Maybe later. So, I've been told that that's the case most of the time. In fact, it's funny because I have my best friend, their mother just knew that they were gonna have a little girl. They had a miscarriage. Her name was Dorothy. And she's like, oh, I know Dorothy's gonna be with me any moment. And she looks like this, she has these eyes, and she has this specific birthmark. Well, they struggled to have a baby, and then they did, what's it called, IVF? 5 years later, Dorothy's born. Same goal, same, and so it's really interesting. It's you hear these cases all the time, and I think a mother's intuition is very strong. Yeah,
like even
I want to be a mom.
I told you that. I hope you get to be. I think it's one of those experiences where, like, I'll always say that once you become a mother, your heart forever beats outside your chest.
Oh, in a good way?
Yeah, it's like that is your like you'll always want to take care of that because they're your whole world. Mm-hmm. Like you give anything for them, right?
That's right. I have a little girl I'm waiting for that I have dreams about. Where's my Dorothy? So, yeah, I'll let you know when it happens. Honestly, I won't shut up about it. Live birth? I told you
Listen,
guys
I had my
birthmark.
2 kids. That's so cute though. Like, cause like, okay, so I told you about the psychic. I like my grandmother invited over before, and this was when I was dating my husband. Like, she said that we were gonna have a son together, and sure enough, we eventually had a son together.
Aw, that's sweet. That's funny. I saw that Tricky was gonna have a little girl, and she seemed excited.
Aw.
Yeah, maybe it'll happen. That's
you know
very
what?
cute.
That's very cute. I think she would be a good mom. I really do.
I think so too. What were you gonna say? Sorry, I interrupted.
Oh no, I wasn't gonna say anything. I'm good.
Okay. Alrighty. Is there anyone that you want to read into? Do you have any other questions? What do you think?
I don't know. Is anybody hanging around that wants us to say anything?
Oh,
now would be the time to say it, I guess, right?
I suppose so. Let me see.
Now would be the time to tap in, guys. Hey, tap in. If you want to say something, now would be a good time to just, like, if you had to tell me one thing, whether that's for the future or now, what would it be?
I don't know if this means anything to you, and maybe this is just something sweet, but I saw somebody come up to you and tuck your hair behind your ear and say, remember that you're a child to us too.
Aw.
Yeah. I thought it was really sweet. Really, really sweet.
I'm still a baby yet.
You're still a baby. You're still a baby. I was also like I don't know, a golden ribbon. I don't know what that has to do with anything. To be honest, I don't really I'm not really hearing too much clearly. I'm just kind of seeing images and it feels very cryptic, which is why I wanted to kind of move into tarot more. It's a little easier. But, you know, I did my best, and I think, you know, sometimes when it is that way, when it's very like, oh, you know, here are some visions, here are some things, they do have a way of showing up later, and maybe we're not supposed to receive just like direct, like, here's this, here's that, do that, and if you don't do this, then you're gonna get in a wreck, you know? It doesn't always have to be so, as I mentioned prior, so transcendental. But I like what I receive, and I try to trust it, so I hope it does mean something to you later. It's not always like the craziest for everyone.
It's always just like, oh, well, I hope it's not bad, but...
No, absolutely no. Like I said, there was that one thing. But
there what?
everything else seemed fine. Well, out there with the tower.
Oh, well, you just DM it to me.
Yeah.
After stream or whatever, we can talk.
Yeah, don't worry. Only that, yeah, I only felt that. And I felt like really your biggest challenge right now is try not to jump to conclusions about things, but I already think you're good at that. You know, you already had everything saying like, oh, you know, you're fine. So, but I do. I think that you have more work coming in. I think that you have more celebration coming in. Saw a lot of creative energies, so you having a lot of ideas just come to you all at once. So that's really fun. I do think it is related around opportunities coming in. So.
That's awesome. Well, I'm excited for that.
Yeah. I hope I didn't lose any like psychic cred, but you know, I did my best.
No,
and I thought it was fun.
I appreciate it. This was fun, and I'll have we'll have to figure out the hypnosis thing sometime. I appreciate you doing this.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you. I had so much fun.
Yeah.
Thank
you so much.
Of course. Make sure you guys go follow Tricky. Oh my god, not Tricky, sorry.
No, you're fine.
Victoria, go follow Victoria. Make sure you shout them out, Eon, please. And
my sacrifices follow Ran.
Oh,
she's great.
Thank you. Let's find someone to annoy. Tricky's live.
Tricky's on.
Oh yeah, she's
Tricky
live.
is live.
Here we go. Alrighty. Thank you so much, everybody, and thank you again, Bex. I had a really good time. I did. I thought you were so lovely.
I had a great time too. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, tapping to energy was fun, and I could tell you're really really talented, and I really loved watching your debut. And happy birthday again.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Yes. Go check out her stuff. She's actually so funny and so cool. Please.
She is. I love her.
No, talk about you, Vex.
Oh, jeez. I thought you were talking about Tricky. I'm like, yeah Tricky's great.
Tricky's great. She is. But no, you're the birthday. You're the guest after all. And I've only been watching your stuff for the last maybe like 2 weeks. But honestly, you're so funny. Don't be. I think you're great. I think you're a natural, and I think you found your calling.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Alrighty, let's go right in now. I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.